So, if you really think that this world gonna get better anytime soon, you're snorting a very good line of cocaine right now, or either you have drunken an excellent cup of lean, or smoked the best joint ever. I'm talking about some good cannabis, or maybe you ate a nice infused meal, or maybe you've tried DMT, ayahuasca, or maybe just had some magic mushrooms in your salad, or a magic mushroom cup of tea. Yes, I believe that you have experienced all of those drugs and the psychedelics if you really believe that life is going to get better, the new normal. This economy is done. It's done. I'm talking about it was it was been falling, man. I'm talking about when I was just came home when my mom died in 2011. The dollar was in cents already. I don't know the actual number, but it was probably 30, 40, 50 cents, maybe. I could be wrong. But the dollar was low. It's even worth less now. You hear me? I'm talking about a $50,000 house back in 1995 is worth like three, $400,000 now. And it's not that the work has tripled. It's just that they inflated the money so much because it ain't worth shit. And if you're making $25 an hour, in reality, you're probably making 5.15. The dollar ain't worth the fucking penny, man. It ain't worth shit. And you busting your ass for some worthless shit. Economy done. And if you living in one of those big old cities where everything thrives off of retail and spending money, when this shit travel, when this shit crumbles, I'm talking about crumbles to dust, you're gonna be a hurting ass motherfucker. I'm telling you. If you don't know how to do nothing for yourself, how to survive, how to fast, meditate, prayer, whatever you need, how to grow your own food, how to manage your anger, stress, how to entertain yourself. If you know how to do that shit, man, your life is gonna be trash. You think this corona pandemic stay home shit is a motherfucker. You ain't seen shit yet. I don't know if you read the stories about the Great Depression in the 30s. I read a lot of stories about it because my first novel, which is Sally Ann, actually take place sometime in the Great Depression. The story actually take place in the 1900s, but she lived through the Great Depression, so I had to do a lot of research on that era to be accurate in my writing. So, you think we're experiencing some shit? This ain't nothing, and it's gonna get worse. Man, the media lying to us right now, saying you know things are gonna get better and they're seeing a decrease. That's all a lie because they losing so much money and the value of things are so trash that they got to give you the illusion that everything is okay, so you can go run back to work and go make some money for them to save their corporations. Yeah, but in reality, we the ones that's gonna get messed up. This country done, man. Like, man, fix your family ties. Build bonds with your family. We all gonna need each other when the fucking cookie crumble. Yeah, shit, but I don't like this person or this person. You made me mad. I can't stand you. If you got anybody that got some knowledge around you about surviving, about prayer, meditation, growing food, uh, how to purify water, whatever. If you got those people around you, you better hold on to them close in your circle. I don't care how bad they pissed you off or whatever. Fix your family. Fix your family. You gonna need those people. Cause shit about to get rocky. The illusionist is gonna look better want to get better. But that's not a reality. Things been fucked up. You just been suppressing shit, entertainment and just bullshit. In the Great Depression, when shit was bad, they came up with sports. I don't know if you knew that. So sports really flourished. Sports in the movie industry really flourished in the 30s because they had to find something to get people's mind off what was going on. So you had sports, you had the movie industry boom, you had alcohol that they got rid of prohibition, prostitution. They let prostitution. It was lean with prostitution and drugs and every vice that you could think about. They let it loose. Took the tension off it to get you distracted from the reality of, So people wasn't talking about uprising and all this other shit back in the 30s. They was getting drunk, fucking prostitutes, listening to movies on radios or making movies, and baseball was a big thing. Like all that shit was planned. It was the same thing now. You know what I'm saying? Like things not gonna get better. It never will. It's reality. And if you're a spiritual person, in your religious texts that talk about stuff like this, and if you're not a religious person, you know that the universe is going to heal itself from this infectious life of disease. And if you notice, dis-ease, D-I-S, ease, this ease of life that we live. Okay? So if you looking for an opportunity to have a better life in this system, you must be using heavily the psychedelic drugs I mentioned in the beginning of this video. We have to recreate our own life, our family, and our people, our future, because this life here was never designed for us. We built this. We were the builders of this. It was used to build this, but it wasn't designed for us. Some rocket scientists say, hey, you know what? Let's get them to want to join on to our way of life so they won't have to ask us for shit. So like in the civil rights movement was, and I hope I don't offend nobody, the civil rights movement really hurt us because we should have been focusing on us. We needed a healing. We didn't need to sit at the tables of the people who spat in our face, who burned our churches. We didn't need to go to these schools and these hospitals. We should have been focusing on ourselves because we were fucked up for 400 years, man. 400 years of being fucked up and everything cool. I ain't talking about 1 week of being fucked up, 2 weeks, 3 months, 4 years, 400 plus fucking years of being fucked up. And we cool? No, man. Oh, hell no. In the voice of my wife, oh no, that shit don't go like that. Man, you hear me? I really want you to hear me. We fucked up. And we have drunken the Kool-Aid. We really got to do something, man. But it start with ourselves, man. We can't make a big change in our community if we've messed up in the head. If we're still holding on to the theology of our oppressors, of the concepts of our oppressors, the same stuff that they used to oppress us, we can't hold on to that. The education they give us, it's trash, man. How you go to school all them years and you don't know how to plant a vegetable? How you go to school all those years, you know how to clean your own water? How you go to school all those years, man, you don't come out with the knowledge on how to control your anger, on how to meditate. How you go to school all those years, man, you don't know how to cook, you don't know how to eat, you're unhealthy. I'm asking some serious questions here. How you go to school all those years and be working at Walmart and Burger King and be concierges and be trying to work for potato chip companies and delivering chips and Amazon and all these years of schooling. I'm just talking about high school. I ain't get to college yet. We come out of high school with not even enough knowledge, man, to build a fucking doghouse. You hear me? And a revolution can't be started, and we some stupid, uneducated people. And I ain't talking about the education of our oppressors. I'm talking about a real knowledge, man. Our people perish because of lack of knowledge. We don't have no knowledge of nothing. Only knowledge we got is of this world. How to have fun and how to do whatever bullshit that we do to keep us in line with this bullshit. We always beefing with each other. You know, he did this, she did that. He a Christian, she a Jew. She First Baptist. He and me. You know, like it just niggas ain't no good. Girl, hoes ain't no good, and it's just like it's a whole bunch of bullshit that keep us from lining up, and we just passing it on and passing it on and passing it on. Families are not families no more. Marriages don't last. We break up so easily. We fight. We mess up easily. We don't work stuff out. Our kids have no example of how to be a family. You know, they have no example of mom and dad showing love, or if mom and dad getting a fight, making up and healing. Like we give our kids none of that. In tough times, our kids even know how to pray or meditate or whatever, man. Like we passing this shit along down the pipeline, man, and it gotta stop. Like this shit ain't fair, man, for people who gotta come after us. And it should have stopped with our parents. They should have put an end to this shit in the '60s. They didn't. And look at us. Man, look at us as a people, as a family, man. Just look at us. Look at us on a physical level, emotional, financially, spiritual level. Look at us, man, inside out. I see it. It bothers me every day. You know, I know we all gotta die one day, or our spirits or whatever, and gotta leave our body. But man, I never want to come back to no shit like this, man. I'm telling you, this is the fucking worst. You know, I hope me and my family and my wife never come back to this dimension. Shit is trash. And you can sugarcoat it all you want to. This shit is trash. It's really trash. We've never experienced the world. Just work and a trip here and a trip there, and like man, when the last time you seen a beautiful ass mountain with a snow cap? And I ain't talking about in America. I haven't. When the last time you been to your motherland and experienced the people, the culture, the language, the way of life? Can't. We haven't. Hey, I'm just talking truth, man. When the last time, you got on a boat and just traveled across the seas? Or had a spiritual experience outside of the reality of the theology of the people who oppressed us? Huh? What languages you know besides English, or that you studying? We ain't got time for that. We gotta work. What foods you know how to cook besides American foods and European foods, pastas and soul food, baked macaroni and peppers? But you know how to cook. If your kid's sick, what remedy you know that your grandmother passed down, huh? some good questions. We don't know nothing, man. We can't pass nothing. At least I can say to my kids and my wife, my grandmother taught me. My grandmother taught me. Then my grandmother taught me a lot. Our kids ain't gonna be able to say that. My mom taught me. My dad taught me. Oh, my grandmother could make a meal out of nothing. She could stretch a meal. Yeah. We ate leftovers after leftovers after leftovers after leftovers, and she rebirthed every leftover. Yeah. Do your kids know how to plant food? You know how to plant food? If you was in the wilderness right now, could you pick out plants and berries and nuts and the grasses you could eat? We have no knowledge of nothing, man. Look at us, man. 20 in the car right now watching this video or at the crib. No fucking knowledge outside of the knowledge our oppressors gave us. There ain't no prideful shit, man. Talking about you keep it 100. Man, don't you know anything 100 is toxic? Nature don't even work like that. Like an orange is not 100% citric acid. If it was, it'd fucking fuck you up. Everything have a balance. We have no balance. We're so busy trying to be 100% toxic. And that's what we are in our attitudes, how we talk to each other, how we deal with each other. Like, we 100% fucking toxic, man. We are, man. And that shit's sad, man. Like, I'm 42 years old, man. And I've never lived life. And I ain't talking about going on trips and shit. Never really experienced who you really are. Look at you, man. Look at me. We wake up and go to work every fucking day and have nothing. And I ain't talking about a home and a car and shit like that and a degree and beautiful kids. Man, we ain't got nothing inside, man. Fucking empty. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. That's the echo in our heart, man. That shit hollow. All the years of college and high school and other shit, and we hollow, man. It's a void inside. It's time to fill that void, y'all. 20 fucking 20. Serious.